Welcome to another episode of Golden Road Chronicles. My name is Ken.
And my name is Lauren.
In today's episode, we're going to be talking about embracing a positive attitude and outlook, especially during retirement. I recently came across a statistic. It's pretty amazing. Well, maybe not. Maybe you'd expect it. Between the years 2000 and 2019, global life expectancy went from approximately 67 years of age to 73 years of age. Now that's global. Now, more current figures, now in 2025, the average life expectancy in North America, which happens to be the same as in the United States, is 79 and a half years old. And it's not uncommon for people to live well beyond that age. I mean, for example, my dad made it to 88 years old. So one thing that I've noticed, and I'm sure you all have too, and this isn't necessarily all related to retirement age, but so many people seem to have a negative outlook on life. Complaining, always finding the negative and the bad, and moaning and groaning about this and that. And it's kind of a natural thing, I found. I mean, Lauren is kind of the opposite for me, almost. You got a positive outlook, I'd say. We balance each other well.
Yes.
I'm the one who tends to, think of the negative outlook. I'm like, oh man, I got to do this or that.
Be a little more pessimistic.
I guess that's the word.
Yeah.
I'm a little more pessimistic, maybe a lot more at sometimes. But
he is getting better.
I have been, especially since I retired, I have really no excuse to be that way. I mean, my goodness, retired now. It's time to enjoy life as best I can. And I have been working hard on it. I'd say especially the past year, 1 to 2 years, the past year, I've really put a focus on trying to have a more positive outlook on life, because there's no excuse not to. All right, what are some of the examples of common complaints that you might hear from let's say, your typical retired people that are aging like us? You've done it too.
And I have, but the number one thing that I have noticed, because I go to several groups, like I attend a knitting group and that sort of thing, and so many retirees start complaining about their medical problems.
Oh yeah, aches and pains.
Aches and pains, and how many doctor's appointments they have, or, oh, I don't like this doctor.
My elbow hurts.
I want to get my baby finger hurts.
This knee hurts.
I have a sharp pain here. My left ear is
my back is killing me.
Yeah.
I woke up with a stiff
And
neck.
it's funny, but, and I can see, don't get me wrong, I understand if you are out of concern legitimately asking someone, how did your doctor's appointment go? But before you know it, the whole conversation at the table of 5 or 6 people gets turned around to everybody talking about their aches and pains.
Well, it's a competition. Whoever's the worst aches and pains.
I understand that as you age, you are going to get more aches and pains.
Oh, yeah.
Your body is aging, and we understand that. But
it's a natural thing, though,
to get caught up in it,
or for people to complain. It's not everyone. People with a naturally positive attitude, they're good. But I'd say the majority of the people are naturally inclined to moan and groan about whatever it is.
Yeah.
Look for the negative.
Yep.
And it's so hard to train yourself to look for the silver lining, look for the positive, to retrain your mindset. And I've been working on that the past year, and it definitely works. I think I've made big improvements. Not that I had huge problems, but I'm really trying to look at the positive in everything that I can.
And you have gotten much better. You really have. And like today, I heard him sighing a couple times. I heard some deep sighs coming out of him. And I said, uh-oh, what's the sighing all about? And he said, oh, I'm doing it to myself again. He goes, I want to redo this, or I want to re-edit that, and I'm putting this deadline on myself. And I said, stop it. because there is no deadline.
Self-imposed deadlines.
Right.
I do that all the time.
Self-imposed deadlines.
Give Go ahead.
And I think that comes from all the years of work.
I don't know, maybe. It's just
But-
people's personalities vary.
True.
I put them on myself, and there's
True.
really no reason to.
True.
Okay, so we've been talking about kind of the mental mindset, right? And forcing yourself to retrain your mindset to shut out the negative and let in the positive. And there's also physical things that you can do.
The first thing that you can do to help get a positive outlook on your life, on your retirement journey, is to get out of the house.
Sure.
Just get out of the house.
Start by having a walk in the morning.
Right. Go for a little walk after your coffee, of course. But, go for a little walk in the morning.
Oh, for sure.
A lot of you, I see you walking around with your dogs. There you go.
That's a great way to start the day.
Taking a walk can be very
We do that
rejuvenating.
every morning when we can outside.
Yep.
And it's just the act of getting outside in the fresh air, in nature. I don't care where you are.
In the sun.
On your urban streets. It doesn't matter. It's just getting out into that environment. It's rejuvenating, and it's stimulating.
It is. It's stimulating.
Yeah.
Right. Don't isolate yourself in your house.
Yep. Even if it's a short walk, just getting out.
Right. Just get out.
It really puts your mind in a better place, I think.
Yes, I think so too. And doing a lot of these physical things will also help to change your mental attitude as well.
Sure. What about developing some hobbies?
That's another perfect thing. Like I was telling you earlier, I belong to this knitting group and they get together once a week on Fridays. And it's like, I am probably the world's slowest knitter, but I enjoy it. And I've met some wonderful ladies at this group.
Okay. Develop relationships with other people.
Right, exactly.
And not everyone is about that. Some people are more sociable than others, but that's certainly one thing you can do.
Right, but that's one thing. That or like volunteering too. I've been going for therapy at our local hospital, and every time I walk in there, I see at least 3 or 4 retired people who are volunteering at the hospital. Get out of the house. That's huge.
So what are some of your
huge.
hobbies?
I love, every morning I read while I'm having my coffee. I do some reading. I love to make cards. I like to knit. I like to do some needlepoint. I love to go outside and work on our homestead and garden and all sorts of
I thought you liked
different
puzzles.
things. And puzzles, that's right. I love
That was
puzzles
one of your
too.
favorite things. Well, in the winter you do a lot of
Right.
that.
I do puzzles in the winter, yep.
And painting.
And painting.
Done
Yep.
the paints.
Yep. And what are some of your hobbies that you like to do?
I have lots of them. It's funny, I go from one thing to the other, wherever my interest is that day or that period of time. I enjoy photography. I always have, even since I was young. I have a number of different cameras, and I really enjoy photography.
And he's very good at it too.
And now I'm getting into videography, doing our YouTube channel. I've not really messed around with video too much, so that's kind of new. And other things I like, I have a drone. I like flying drones. That's fun. I've always been into radios, ham radio, that kind of techie stuff. Gardening, I enjoy that. And like you said, just being outdoors, working on the homestead. I have a million projects to do, but a lot of them can be fun. Mm-hmm. And I like fishing. And oh my goodness, it'd go on and on. But I think the point we're trying to make is forcing your mindset to change. If you've got a negative outlook, when those thoughts creep in, even a lot of times it's natural, it'll start to creep in. Oh, the weather's not going to be good today, whatever. Just push it right out and force yourself to think of something else. I have seen people out there that are very active in their retirement life, and that's great. And I've seen people that are the opposite, very inactive.
Yeah.
So it depends on who you are, but if you're inclined to be inactive, you're probably going to have a little more negative outlook on everything. And just try to turn that around by pushing that out of your mind, getting out, doing some hobbies. I said again.
Well, and I think a big thing too, and I worked in healthcare for about 20 years, and people that are not active, they slow down quicker and they become more inactive because you're not working your joints and your muscles. And so that's going to work against you. So just getting out and doing a simple walk every day keeps that blood flowing.
That seems to be a common theme.
Yeah.
Walking.
Get out and move.
Oh, for sure. In fact, we
it'll
ride
help
bikes
you.
sometimes too. We've got
Yep. We do bike
a
riding.
couple of
once in a while.
e-bikes.
Yep.
It's cheating a little, but you can adjust it, the workload on the e-bike to be pedaling harder versus
Right.
electronically.
And we did a 20-mile bike ride that we would not have been able to do if we did not have these
Oh,
e-bikes.
speak for yourself. So I'd just like to encourage you to share your thoughts about this subject in the comments of this video section. And we also encourage you to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We'd really appreciate it.
Bye.
No, I was trying to think of the ending we put on the last one.
So close it. There you go. We're done.
Done. Wait till the little wind goes away a minute. Ready?
Yep.
And we'll see you next time on the Golden Road Chronicles. Thanks for watching to the end.